Good afternoon, it's Kristen Hancock, the Simcoe County Stamper, and today I'm going to share some stamping tips with you. So how to get a nice stamped image. So I'm working with our standard rubber cling set today. I'm going to go ahead, pull a stamp out. So this is from the So Sentimental stamp set. Sorry, I'm just going to grab a paper. I forgot to grab paper. So I'm just going to peel off the backing. Now the stamp sets do come with stickers. I don't usually attach them because the foam sticks really well to the block, and I'm usually pretty happy with that. So our ink pads are foam. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully you can see that little foam layer. So when you're stamping, you want to make sure that you don't press too hard into the stamp set, into the ink pad, sorry. And I'll show you why. Let me just grab my cleaner. So if you press down hard into the stamp set, you're going to sink into the foam. So I see a lot of people and they'll, really hard. Do you see how all of the ink has not just gone onto the stamped image, but it's gone onto the halo of rubber around it as well? So now when you stamp that down, you're going to get that halo, and you don't want that rubber halo around your images. I stamped mine upside down. So again, you don't want to press hard like this because it's going to give you that image. So I'm going to clean off the stamp set. And we'll ink that up again. So one of my tips is that I always put my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath my paper. I just find that I get a better stamped image when I do. So that's tip number one. Just going gently into the ink pad, because you just want to make sure that the image that you're stamping has got ink on it. So there you go. Now my next tip, we'll clean that up, is more for the rubber stamp sets than for the photopolymer. And I'll show you why. So sometimes when you receive a stamp set, it will have a lot of an extra. Do you see? Just trying to find my camera. See that extra rubber at the top? Now you'll notice when you're stamping, especially if you have a heavy hand and you tend to push into the ink pad, that certain areas on your stamp have extra rubber, and they're always going to pick up that ugly halo. What you can actually do is take a pair of scissors and trim down that rubber so that it's less frustrating for you in the long run. See how I'm not coming into the words or the image if it was a picture. I'm just trimming off the excess rubber at the top so that now if I'm having an off day and I am stamping a little heavier, a little more heavy-handed than normal, or if you're a stamper who just has a heavy hand, now you don't have to worry about it as much. And you'll notice some stamps, the border is nice and tight to the image, and some have just for whatever reason, just the way it came out of the mold, will have an extra wide border, and that border picks up ink. So there you go. Now I've eliminated that. So stamping down, even if I have a heavy hand, I'm probably not going to pick up that extra halo. Oop. I should have put those right in the garbage. So we'll just stamp again. So again, I'm just going lightly. You can see me using it more than once, but each time I do, I'm just barely touching the ink pad. I'm just trying to pick up ink. I'm not trying to push myself through the other side. And there you go. Now, just for comparison's sake, let's be heavy-handed, and I'll really push, and we'll see if it picks up a halo. And it didn't. It didn't, because we went in and trimmed all that excess rubber off. So that's my tip. Just gentle on the ink pads. Remember that they are foam, and the harder you press, the more ink you're gonna get. You're not only gonna ink up all around, but you might even actually end up inking right onto your block too. So just gentle. Just a light pressure, ink down, and if you do find that you're picking up halos, go ahead and trim your stamp with a pair of scissors. Just be careful, obviously, that you don't get too close to the image. So hopefully that tip helps you. Let me know in the comments if you have any similar tips, and let me know what you thought of that one. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.